Hi, this is Dave with Dave Friedman Real Estate. Thanks for joining me today. Today our topic is discussing multiple offer situations and how to navigate that kind of process as a buyer or a seller. Before we get started, I wanted to give you a little bit of information about a couple resources I have available to help you in your home search, or if you're interested in knowing how much your home is worth. One thing that you can do is use our Backstage Pass to the MLS to search for properties, vacant land, commercial, and rentals. And another resource is also to get a market update from us with your home's value. So it's a home value report. It also shows you how we arrived at that value and the similar homes that have sold in the area, similar homes that are on the market currently, and also ones that have recently gone under contract. So it'll share with you pictures of those homes, information, data about the neighborhood and the market in general. And so don't forget to go and use those two buttons, and we can get you hooked up with a couple of those resources to help you as a consumer in real estate. The Charleston market right now is red hot. It's probably one of the best markets in the country. And we do see a lot of multiple offer situations. There's a lot of homes that still fail to sell if they're not priced correctly and they don't have the right marketing, but if you use the right kind of strategy, you can certainly sell your home for top dollar. In the current market, we are seeing a lot of multiple offer situations. There's still a lot of homes that don't receive any offers if they're not marketed properly and if they're not priced properly. But homes that are positioned correctly in our market, we do see a lot of multiple offer situations. So there's a few different strategies as a buyer in a multiple offer situation. Once we know that it's a multiple offer situation, we just have to take a step back and really evaluate whether it's the right home for you and whether you want to get into that kind of bidding war. And if we do determine it's the right home, then we can follow through with a couple different processes to make sure that you win the home and not pay too much for it. And if we decide that it's maybe not the right opportunity and you loved the home, but not for the asking price, so we were going to maybe offer less anyway. We can also take a shot at the home at the best offer that you're willing to give on that home. And if it doesn't work out, we can move on and find you a better home at a better price. Now, if it is the right kind of home for you and you do want to engage in making an offer, knowing that there are multiple offers on it, there's a couple different things we can do. The first thing that I like to do is just ask a lot of great questions to understand a little bit more about whether we are going to pay top dollar for this home. We also determine what the value of the home is and making sure that you're not overpaying for it. In a multiple offer situation, price is not always the factor that the seller holds in the highest regard on which offer to choose. Many other things come into play. Contingencies, due diligence period, whether it's a cash deal or a contingent on financing, how long those due diligence periods are. If somebody's looking to draw out a home inspection period for 3 weeks opposed to 3 days, that's certainly not a appealing position to put the seller in. So they may consider an offer that's less money because they're more favorable to your terms. Another great thing to know is, the seller's motivation. There's a lot of things that are important to a seller aside from price. It's going to be the close date. It's going to be a possible rent back option for them. There might be something where they want to make the offer contingent on them being able to find the home that they want. It could also be, taking the home as is and allowing us to do a home inspection, but not allowing us to ask for repairs when it's done. And that just gives them a more ease of process when selling their home, knowing that they don't have to make any kind of repairs. It'll still give us the opportunity to renegotiate the price if repairs need to be made, but really understanding what's important to the seller will help us structure our offer to appeal to the seller in every single aspect. And in a situation like that, I have had our offer accepted with a seller when our price wasn't the highest, simply because we were able to structure the other terms of the offer to appeal to the seller. Another approach that we can take too is called an escalation clause. So if we're in a multiple offer situation, let's say the home is priced at $350,000, and let's say that we've determined the home's worth probably $370, and you're comfortable with paying up to $370. We can have an escalation clause in the contract where we offer them asking price, and the escalation clause will state that we will increase our offer price to $1,000 more than the next highest offer price, but not to exceed the price of $370,000, or whichever number you choose. So that way we know that we're putting our best foot forward by offering the most amount of money that you're willing to, but at the same time, we're not going to pay more than $1,000 more than our competition is willing to pay. So it allows you to win the home without overpaying any more than you need to actually win the home. Thank you for watching part 1 of how to handle a multiple offer situation from a buyer's perspective. Now please stay tuned for part 2, which is how to handle a multiple offer situation from a seller's perspective.